What's a good word, everyone? It's your boy DKB here. I just want to say thanks for all the support. The channel's been steadily growing, and the number you see below, you can drop a text, shoot a voicemail, any ideas, topics, collabs, etc. you guys want to see. I'll include them in future videos and live streams, and I'll catch you again. Be easy. What's the good word, Jets fans? It's your boy DKB here, and across some of my most recent videos and posts, you guys have asked here and there what's going on with Mason Taylor, because he's the only member from our draft class that hasn't signed his contract yet. And the good news is he's been a star citizen still, but most importantly, the holdup isn't anything significant, right? And I think this is just how players coming in want things structured and how the front office is looking to accommodate some of those asks, right? Some of the stuff could be egregious, but some of the stuff could also be noteworthy, just in terms of how personal life may be going on, right? Guys coming in with debt, etc., etc. I don't want to get into pocket watching, but with Mason Taylor, Rich Cimini did highlight that the holdup is around the guaranteed money in his contract. We know that all of the draft picks are slotted in, so there's a relative range of where their contract is ultimately going to look like. But specific to the guarantees, there's a bit of a twist with this draft class, because for the first time, there was 2 fully guaranteed contracts doled out for second rounders, and that's genuinely speaking a trend that really only occurs for first rounders, and maybe even only the first 10 to 15 picks or so out of the first round draft class, if I understand correctly. But also, it's not a major red flag yet, right? For one, as mentioned, he's been a star citizen, so he's been on the field. He's been in every practice of OTAs, which have still been voluntary so far, which is a great sign. And so this is the consummate pro, right? Obviously, being Jason's son and Zach's nephew really helps here in terms of how do you endear yourself to a team, and specifically with Aaron Glenn and Tanner Engstrand, making sure there's no excuses in that I couldn't quite get the playbook, or I don't quite understand the timing of certain concepts and things because I wasn't out there on the field. I was just taking mental reps, which again, it's helpful, but it isn't going to be as great as actually being able to go out there and practice and get the job done. So only 2 of the 32 second rounders have signed their contract so far, and again, both of those have been fully guaranteed. So who knows if Mason Taylor is also angling for a fully guaranteed contract, being that he was one of the first picks in the second round, or is it more so a matter of how much of that contract are they looking to guarantee, and then what's going to be the scheduled payouts versus signing bonus and all that kind of stuff. So either way, I'm really excited, and it doesn't seem to be impacting him on the field either. It's one thing to say he's just showing up, but if he's invisible, I would still be concerned. But during the course of OTAs, it's also been highlighted how for a lot of these timing routes, he's been right where he's needed to be. He's been a pretty solid red zone presence so far, from my understanding. I know we just seen a couple highlights with him being able to break, looks like maybe some kind of out route or something like that in the end zone. But it was talked up about him finding a lot of these soft spots in the zone coverage where he's making it very easy reads for Justin Fields as either a hot route option, or just as he goes through his progression, being, again, exactly where he's supposed to be as expected, which also should help Justin Fields out in terms of timing, tempo, all that good stuff as a passer. So let me know what you guys think. When is going to be the point in the line where you draw the sand? I'm expecting he'll also show up the mandatory mini camp, but by the time training camp rolls around, which I think is like July 8th, something of that nature, or I think it's late July, right? Either way, if it's not done probably within a week or 2 of training camp, I'd say, what are we doing here, right? I still don't think it'll be a huge issue with, headlines and all that kind of stuff happening with the way Aaron Glenn's taking this, no-nonsense approach, or at least if there are issues, they're being kept in-house, and whatever's being, leaked out is very manageable, right? It's put into this it's put into scenarios where you say, I get the understanding, right? I look at like the Aaron Rodgers and how that situation with us walking away from him went. But let me know what you guys think. Mason Taylor, you have your reason. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll catch you again. Peace.